Hello, my name is Dalibor Dobrilovic and I will present you the paper with the title The Assessment of Solar Potential in the Urban Environment for Deployment of Solar-Powered Sensor Nodes. You can see the list of other co-authors of this paper below the title of the paper. We are all coming from Technical Faculty Mihailo Pupin from Zrenjanin, University of Novi Sad, from Serbia. Also, you can contact me if you want some questions to ask or something like that. I'm here contacting our author. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here is the brief content of this presentation. After the introduction, we will have related works. After that, we will have an architectural platform for solar radiation data acquisition. Then we will have the short experiment description. After that, result summarization and also short conclusion of this research. For introduction, considering the growing importance of and expansion of smart city technologies and urban IoT networks, the question of optimal deployment of solar-powered sensor nodes and prediction of solar panel efficiency arises with its importance. This deployment certainly is tailored to the system's purpose and needs. However, in the case of solar-powered sensor networks, the locations of solar radiation potential should also be considered. With a suitable and accurate set of collected data, the prediction of the solar power potential of the certain micro-location should be highly precise. This paper deals with the question of mapping solar radiation potential for the possible location for sensor nodes deployment. The approaches for solar radiation mapping differ, and various techniques are implemented for mapping, analyzing, and estimating solar potential in urban environments. This paper proposes the approach of using open source hardware for the creation of data acquisition platform for mapping solar radiation and assessment of solar potential. The possible approach to designing and utilizing a proposed platform is presented in this paper. As a related work we can summarize that there is a lot of techniques to predict the solar radiation. For example, solar irradiance can be predicted using artificial intelligent methods such as artificial neural networks, support vector machines, autoregressive moving average, k-nearest neighbors, linear regression, etc., etc. And basically, for prediction of solar potential of the locations, the various data are used. For example, geographic information system data, then the 3D city and terrain models, then the LiDAR data, then satellite imaging and meteorological data. This paper proposes building of sensor nodes for collecting or for acquisition of solar radiation data. So there is a lot of paper dealing with this topic, but I will present only 3 papers. For example, in the study of leading author Huang from 2050, this study presents the method to estimate solar radiation on building roofs in an urban area in Shanghai, China. This method uses graphic processing unit (GPU) based solar radiation model named shortwave C, and airborne light detection and ranging LiDAR data are used as input for this system. GPU acceleration reduces the computing time and builds that maps about 46% faster than the other approaches, according to the authors. The paper of the leading author Brito from 2019 presents a 3D solar potential model that uses LiDAR data rendered in the ArcGIS platform. This platform uses City Engine to generate 3D models from 2D geometries automatically. The model is experimentally validated with the field measurements of photovoltaic performance on facades during summer and winter in Lisbon, Portugal. The method published in paper in 2016 performs roof type extraction from high resolution satellite imagery and generates 3D structure from high data of roof types and simulates shadows throughout the year. All these factors are used for estimating the potential and financial prospect of solar panel implementation. Usually the results of this solar mapping are presented here. You can see that you can have whole states, whole cities, whole regions mapped with projected solar radiation, and also you can have a 3D city model presented like here on the right, the picture on the right, where you can see that the rooftops are the central part of this 3D city model that estimates solar radiation. Here we will present our platform that is planned to be used for solar radiation data acquisition. The platform is built on open source hardware and software components. Open source hardware, the central part of this open source hardware setup is Arduino Uno. As you can see here on the picture with number 1 and 2, there is Arduino Uno board with sensor shield. Sensor shield is used for connecting sensors to the board. So we have a DHT22 sensor for collection of ambient temperature and humidity data. Then we have a TMP36 sensor, temperature sensor for collecting solar panel temperature. Also we have UV sensors for collecting a level of UV radiation. Then we have a voltage or current sensor connected to the solar panel to see how solar panel is effective, or to see the amount of current that he is producing, or voltage. Then we have a solar panel. We use the solar panel with dimension 130 to 87 millimeters with 5.5 volts and 3 watts, and with the peak current of 270 milliamperes. Then we have a pyranometer. This sensor is autonomously connected to the PC directly, and it measures solar radiation. All other sensors are connected to Arduino. Arduino is doing the read of data, and then Arduino sends it to the PC. This is a scheme of our data acquisition platform. Of course, we have also here a digital multimeter. In order to its role is to be used for checking the accuracy of voltage sensor, and this digital multimeter is also connected to PC with USB cable as Arduino, and PC is used for collecting data from digital multimeter, from Arduino, and from pyranometer, and to log the data on the disk. Here is the same platform, but this platform is presented as a prototype. As you can see, also we have the same components like in previous scheme. Here number 1 and number 2 we have Arduino board with the sensor shield. Number 3 we have a DHT ambient temperature and humidity sensor. Number 6, 2 UV sensors. Number 5, it's a BH1750 sensor for a light. Number 8 is no, there is some mistake here. Number 8 is a solar panel, and number 7 should be a voltage sensor, not number 10 here. This is a voltage sensor. And number 9 is a pyranometer, and digital multimeter is not presented here on the picture. This is the slide how we use this equipment. This is the same sensor node like presented here in this figure, but here on the left you can see the picture where that device is positioned on the window. It's exposed to the direct sunlight, and it's covered with a transparent plexiglass, because we wanted to simulate the reduction of sunlight, so we use that plexiglass as a holder for different semi-transparent folios. That folios occasionally during the experiment we are placing on the over the sensors to reduce the amount of solar light. On the picture on the right you have a photo of part of the project team members, part of the crew that conducted that experiments. The platform showed its efficiency in the field measurements. During the measurement, the platform operated functionally without the problems, and as a result you can see here graphs generated with values that we collected with the proposed platform. So on the first, in the upper left corner of the slide, on the first image we have a parallel light and UV sensor readings. On the upper right corner of the slide we have readings of panel temperature. It's presented with the blue line, and the ambient temperature presented with the red line, and the green line is ambient humidity data. And on the third third figure, in the lower left corner of the picture we have a voltage that corresponds to the light intensity changes. The experiment showed that this platform can be used for collecting solar radiation data. This data can be used in completely different approach from the previous ones, from the approaches we present in the related work. And this data can be used for creating maps of solar radiation potential for microlocation in urban smart city networks and IoT urban networks. So as a conclusion we can say that the vital issue of the acquisition of solar radiation data and related platform is addressed here in this paper. The proposed experimental platform is based on the open source hardware for solar radiation data acquisition, and it is described with its main features. The platform is designed to collect data on solar radiation in urban environments and to find optimal microlocations for solar-powered sensor node deployment, and for further research in building and designing efficient solar-powered network sensor nodes. This system can significantly improve the efficiency of solar powering of the sensor nodes and optimize the deployment of sensor nodes in a variety of urban scenarios. So I would like to thank you for your attention. I will say also that this work is funded to the project Creating Laboratory Conditions for Research, Development and Education in the field of the use of solar resources in the Internet of Things. It is funded by the provincial government of Vojvodina in the Republic of Serbia, by Provincial Secretariat for Higher Education and Scientific Research. Again, I would like to thank you for your attention. My name is Dalibor Dobrilovic, and I presented the paper, The Assessment of Solar Potential in the Urban Environment for Deployment of Solar-Powered Sensor Nodes. If you have the need, if you want, you can contact me on the mail that is written below. Thank you again.